So I've got everything tidied up now, and what I want to do is to try to look for one bar sections that are going to make a good foundation for structuring this re-edit. I'm looking for hypnotic, repetitive stuff that's going to work nicely in a club. And you can see I've got a real mixture of region lengths here. Some of these are longer than others. This one particularly. Then you've got some regular ones here. So I've used a mixture of techniques in terms of getting the actual tidying done. And in an ideal world, we want everything to be one bar in length. So let me, for example, show you a little trick you can use. It's going to take a long time to tidy up that, cut all of those into regions of a bar in length. So what we do is we get the scissors tool and then come in one bar in length. Make sure you snaps to bar as well. And then hold down the Alt key and then click. And now what's happened is the region has been cut into pure one bar lengths. So that's worked out really nicely there. Over here, there's a section where this is the very end of the tune. Let me just show you. This, in fact, didn't need to be chopped in that way. So what I'll do is I'll just grab this, take it back to the normal cursor, and just extend it back out where it was. And you'll notice that I didn't actually get involved in actually working with those transient markers and moving anything, so I've kept that, because what I want to do is I want to drop that into a sampler. That's going to be something that's going to be really handy for doing something at some point in the track, I reckon. So we've got these. Let's try and find some more that are longer than the bar. There we go. Let's come back to the scissors, hold down the Alt key, chopping to precise bar lengths. It's just going to make it nice and easy when we actually work. Let me just identify this here. There we go. So once again, over here, that's Alt plus click, chopping. There's another one here. Let's go to the left-hand side of this. There we go. And another one. This, in fact, is just needing to be split into two. So we're probably there. And what we'll do is we'll set up a cycle of a bar. And let's go on a little bit of a journey. Let's try and identify sections that we're going to like. We could use the color section here to change the color of the regions that we actually like the sound of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a green for something that I like the sound of, and I'm going to reject the others with a red. Now that one's pretty good. I think in hindsight, listening to that, it would need a little bit of tidying up. It depends what we're going to do. You know, sometimes when you're going through and you've done all of this process of trying to get everything syncing to tempo, there are little elements that seem right at the time, but then when you take a pause and come back to them, you might need to tighten them up. So I think that's one of those. I remember actually the beginning was a really hard one to do, to be honest. That's a really nice little fill there. So let's just keep with this green palette. Let's move this over. A really nice little break there. So let's keep going through. Let's move this over. Yep, it's working nice. That's not so good, that one. Let me just select that. Let's give it a red. In fact, what I might as well do, to be honest, is just delete it. So that makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? So let's bring this one over. Another thing you can do is you can select a region and then click on here, set locators. It puts the cycle around that. Yeah, I like that. That's working. And let's try the next one. Yep. Some nice ones here. Real candidates for this looping process. The transient marking on there, not so good. The timing is a little bit out. I might have to come back to that. I'm going to have to put that down as a green because that could be a good one to include, but it needs a little bit of work. Another one that you can really hear the actual time stretching process on that one, so not necessarily the best. I think there's better ones later. Now that's a really, really strong one. I really like that. I'm going to colour that a special colour. Let's have a look. The next one. And that one too. But also this could be a means of identifying a section that could work as well. It's okay, not as good as the other one. Just take out that extra transient marker I put in by mistake. It's okay, not amazing. Let's move over. I like that. It's a nice little development of the previous one. Yeah, I mean, these could be really good hypnotic looping sections. Really like that. Nice little development. Once again, transient points not so good in terms of the timing and also the artifacts that are coming through. I might sack that one. Yeah, I think so. Let's switch this one over. Another one where the timing could be improved a little bit. I'll see if I need to use that. I love that little arpeggio with the roads there. Timing a little bit out, we can work on that if we need to use that. Oh, same with that one as well. Might have to come back to that. And that one. These are sounding a little bit messy. I think I'm going to sack them because, you know, you've got to consider how much time is this whole thing taking. Yep, let's get rid of that. Because also the other thing with the re-edit, you know, because you're going to be looping stuff, you've got this repetitious vibe going on. You don't have to have every section of the original track. I like that, but it's still a little bit loose. Nice rising cascade of Rhodes notes in there. Continuing. And there's a vocal. Not sure if I want to have the vocal in this. We'll see. I like it there. We could also have the good to you. Let me just switch the snap to smart. Let's take it halfway. So there's some potential for variation. It's come out. In fact, there it is. That's quite funny, really. That was naturally in the track. That's quite a good one. Now we can see there that that's a bit messy, that one. The one before was better. Much better. In fact, I'm just going to copy that over and let's have a look here. That's a lovely stab there. That's something that would work on the EXS24. And the snares there could be cut up and used. I mean, these are really nice. I'm going to give them a slightly different color because I'm going to work on them in a different way. Nice. Again. Yeah, very good. We're getting into the guitar riff sections here. Interesting. Not necessarily going to work. We'll see. Depends on what kind of vibe I want to take this. It's obviously a bit of a hook, a main element of the original track. But I'm not sure if I want to bring that in. I'm going to see. I like that with that samba flavour, but I'm not sure. We'll see as we move forwards. I like the feel there, but not necessarily going to be used. There's definitely an aspect of this that I like, you know, and it's like the filter that I've got set up on here. This could be something to investigate with a section like that. Let's come back on here. pass. So, you know, it's always worth checking out a couple of ideas as you're working through. Let's come back. Yeah, some nice elements in there. Nice, back to the original groove. Yeah, these are all handy. We've got that sustained string synth in the background. Back to the riff. Yeah. These are very similar to the ones we had before. It might be a case of choosing what's best out of them. Really nice set of drum elements in there. So I'm going to put them on a different colour for some sampling. Yeah, a lot of repetition here. I love the Rhodes in the background on there. Nice cascading notes again. That's nice. And then we've got this outro. Let's take away that. Double click on there. There we go. So, I mean, we've got a little bit of an idea. There are some sections that we need to try looping and then start getting a little bit of an arrangement on the go here. But at least we get a rough idea now that these sections are going to work nicely. So they've got that nice kind of hypnotic, DJ-friendly sort of vibe. You know, I think what we're looking at here is something that's going to gradually build and evolve over time and then sort of trip out a bit in the middle and then just be kind of beats for the DJ after.